The main cavern of this cave that you guys are currently in.
Okay.
So Jerry handles this? Is that what we're assuming?
The rift is 20 feet deep. Climbing up or down without using a rope would be fairly average difficulty. A creature that fails the check will take damage. No more! Sorry, Julia.
I wonder how that sounds on there.
Oh, is she recording?
Yes, I've been recording. I'll just snap them out.
You're saying?
Anything else?
That's it.
How far away are we?
You guys are in the river. So you're a solid 20 feet from the doppelganger.
How far away am I from the bugbears?
Well, all three of them are down in the rift on the ground floor. That black area. That black
So within
thing.
30 feet?
No, they're. See, if you're 30 feet from the guard, they're probably another 20 past that.
So they're 40. Why?
Just curious.
Are we just gonna let Jerry handle this?
No.
I'd rather you didn't.
I don't understand what's going on.
You'll find out when it's time.
That's the beautiful thing.
I'd really rather you just barge in and attack the shit out of them for no reason whatsoever.
That's fine.
I don't understand. I
Find
don't
what you
like
prefer.
this.
It's not gonna happen.
I don't understand. I don't like this.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna swim about 10 feet further.
Okay.
That's it.
That's all you're gonna do?
I mean, is that all I get to do?
I mean, you have. Well, it's difficult.
No,
terrain, so it's difficult terrain, so yeah, 15 feet is the maximum you can do.
Okay. Can I?
No more.
Can I still say cast a spell?
Yeah, you still be in range to do that.
Sweet. In that case, I'm gonna cast Charm Person. Beautiful thing is, it's a level 1 spell, and I'm capable of casting level 2 spells. This thing says at higher levels, it adds another person I'm able to put under my control.
Roll for spellcast.
Wait, so we're all under this?
No.
No, he's trying to charge
This is the
you.
method in which we acquired Roran in the first place.
And your cursed axe.
Oh, that's
And
what I
that
fucking
That
wanted.
too.
It went well the first time when we got Roran, and then the second time it did not go so well.
It panned out well.
I have a haunted axe!
I think it went great. I call that a tremendous success.
Yeah, you're right.
17.
Logan, make an Arcana saving.
24!
No, I do not want to make an
Make an
Arcana
Arcana saving
No!
throw. Make
Fuck
one,
off.
or I will make one for you.
It's 24.
Make an Arcana saving throw.
I'm not
That
attacking them!
doesn't
They're just
have
there!
any relevance to the
It
situation.
does indeed.
It does not.
It
No,
does
it
indeed.
doesn't!
He has
because
the
I have
book!
a disadvantage if I'm attacking a
Babe,
bugbear
that's not
with
in the
axe.
books.
I have disadvantage if I'm attacking with the axe
Attacks,
to a
and
bugbear.
if you roll one, it takes a mind of its own.
I'm not attacking
That
with the
doesn't
axe,
mean
though.
it's only 2 properties.
He's not attacking.
Oh my
It's a cursed item. That doesn't mean it's only 2 properties.
You gave it its properties.
I didn't give all of its properties.
Well, you're
He's
an
coming
asshole.
up with them on the go.
Alright, here we go. Fucking hell.
2.
2.
And
Not-
my Arcana is -1, so that's a 1.
No, he said natural.
You did say natural.
If it's a -1, it's -1.
You said natural.
If it's
On a
on
1.
his strength when he's attacking, a nat 1 is a 1 failure because that's the only way to roll a 1 failure.
Is Jerry pissed?
I'm a little irritated because he keeps changing the fucking rules.
Because magic's a fucking thing.
You said if it was a natural 1, it'd be a problem. That's not a natural 1. That
'Cause
is
you
a
can't-
2
Here's what I have under
plus
my
his
Because
modifier.
you can't. Okay, for his attack rolls, he cannot possibly roll a 1.
Yeah, he can.
No, he can't.
A natural 1 he is capable of rolling.
If he's rolling for attack, he cannot. Because he has plus whatever on strength.
Natural.
Natural, yes.
Natural is just the die.
Right.
Not the-
And you call it a natural 1,
Right.
then it takes on a mind of its own.
That's why.
I'm using your logic with this.
Right.
So he rolled a natural 2.
He rolled
So-
a natural 2, so it does not
But he
take up
is-
a mind of its own.
But he is capable of getting a 1 other than from a natural 1 in this instance.
But you said
That's the thing.
He wasn't even attacking.
No, I haven't done
If
it.
it's
He
a
wasn't
min-
doing anything,
if it's a
and you
minus,
said
it
if it's a
comes off.
natural 1, it takes on a mind of its
If
own.
it's a minus, it comes off. If it's an addition, the only way he could fail is by rolling a natural 1. Does that make sense?
Then he didn't fail.
Okay. When he rolls strength, the only way he could possibly fail is if he rolled a 1. Because he can't lose anything. So if he rolls a 1, even if he rolls a 1, it's a, what's your strength? 3?
Yeah, plus
So it'd be a 4. So the only way to roll 1 would be to count a natural 1. On the flip side of that, because he's -1 in Arcana, he can fail by rolling a 2.
He's not
or
doing
less.
jack shit with magic, though.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
am.
doing anything
No,
with magic.
but there's a curse that's reacting to a spell.
There is a curse that is reacting to his axe.
To a spell.
His action with
A
an
spell
axe.
that caused the curse in the first place.
Yeah, but the
No,
thing is,
him
I'm
jumping
not
out of
attacking.
the
I'm
fucking
not
building
using
was
the
his
axe.
This
I
is-
haven't used the axe
This is
entire time.
narratively linked. Here's my 3 reasons I'm following through with this regardless. It's narratively linked, is a roll that caused the effect that I wanted, and it's causing an effect which I can trigger at any time for any reason anyways.
Because you're mad that he decided to charm
You're
someone.
irritated because I'm following the rules
Yes,
of the
because
game.
you're blowing past boss fights with charms and I need to try and twist that difficulty. That's a
Okay,
thing I
you
have
know
to
what?
do.
Screw it. Whatever. Go ahead.
Wild Magic Surge.
Fine.
His axe is going to react to your
That
spell,
is-
which caused
someone give me
the
a
spirit.
10. This one? Yes.
You're just making everything difficult.
That's okay.
Yes,
no,
I have to.
screw it. That's okay.
And it doesn't necessarily make it difficult. It could make it easier.
91.
91.
Daisy decided to throw up.
She decided to throw up again.
Where is she?
Again.
Where'd she throw
Oh.
up?
There it is.
Oh! I found it. How did you know she's gonna throw up?
She threw up over there.
Oh, here it is.
91.
91. If you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell. So it's not a big deal.
Well, it is a big deal because I was going to
Your
cast
spell-
Wild Magic
your
Surge
spell will still
later
run
on,
through.
but
Your
yeah.
spell still.
I
runs
understand. It's just kind of irritating that you were changing on
through.
demand. I understand.
I have to
Okay,
do something.
DM coming out at me. I understand where you're coming from. It is there. Okay, DM coming out of me. I understand where you're coming from. Player coming out of me. You changed it on demand. It's irritating.
I mean,
DM, I understand. Player,
I could just say that your magic runs wild and it runs anyways. I could just do that because you've used charm spell so many times. I'm at least trying to give you the chance for it to not happen.
I understand.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, you've used that too many times, Wild Magic Surge. But if he fails an Arcana throw, which he is capable of succeeding,
Now
he's
it is
capable of
capable,
it.
but his
It hasn't-
Arcana rolls always suck
It
naturally.
hasn't happened yet, but he is capable of it. There was every possibility it didn't happen, and then it didn't end up doing anything anyways, which still sucks.
I'm gonna
but-
put my stuff up because if that cat throws up in my stuff, I'm gonna scream.
Okay, anyway,
not
so if I
throwing
die
up
in the
anymore.
next minute, I resurrect?
You immediately come back to life. Full
Okay.
health.
That could be fun.
so it's not a big deal anyways.
Okay, so anyways, yes, they...
What's happening to my axe then? What's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, that is...
That's the part I'm
You were
confused at is
very
reacting
ready to
to
go, so I was just gonna leave it alone.
I don't know what's happening.
Anywho,
Basically, I cast a spell that eventually kind of led him to commit suicide via axe, so
he was.
his soul got pissed
I
off.
mean, he was directly
Oh.
under compulsion of charm when he did it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's for Christmas ornaments.
Well,
necessarily.
Listen, he wasn't under
I let
charm.
go of that charm right before,
I was gonna
which
say,
is
he
why
was-
he was
if he
confused
was
when he
under
went.
charm, he wouldn't have killed himself in the
But
first place.
he
He'd
was
said,
directly
"Okay,
under
that's
compulsion
Jehovah."
still. I guess,
Cat
okay,
wanted
he
to
was
eat
recovering
more.
from compulsion, but it was still,
Bad idea.
the energy of the spell would have been very fresh.
Anyways,
That's okay.
continue.
And you're right on him. If you were with Felician, wouldn't have happened. But since you were right behind him, or at least more or less right behind him, within 15 feet.
Technically, he's both in front of and behind Roran. He's thrown over his shoulder.
He's okay. Like I said, he's 15 feet back from you.
Anyways,
So the axe was within range to try and interfere with the spell. The appearance of it was when he went to activate his magic looked a little odd. The light that would normally come with charm would be a pure white light that would kind of fade out. And this time it was a paler, kind of sickly green light that kind of attacked into your spell focus rather than dissipating out of it.
So, my question is,
are they still under my control?
They will be under your compulsion.
Okay.
It was not a wild magic surge, which would interfere with your spell.
so wait, now you have 5 characters?
4. Anyways, continue.
I mean, they're not his characters. They have their own set.
Yeah,
of
they
stuff.
have their own.
He just tells them what to do.
They're temporarily under.
Then how did he get Warren?
Pick 2 characters.
Oh, I just.
We convinced him at the end
Yeah.
to stay with us.
Pick 2 characters.
Well, I mean, the 2 closest to me.
It'd be the doppelganger and one of the
Nope.
bugbears.
Can't be the doppelganger. I'd love to, but I can't.
Oh, was he not humanoid? That's
Nope.
right.
No, he is humanoid. He's just not capable of being charmed.
Just like elves, you can't.
By ancestry.
So you can't turn me.
Oh, I'm
Actually,
already
yes,
charmed.
that's exactly true.
I just don't have to be a charmed person.
Shut up.
Yeah, conditioned immunity charmed.
So it's 2 of the bugbears.
We have saving throws on. Advantage saving throws on being charmed.
Advantage on saving. Okay.
But the doppelganger,
Doppelganger.
Yeah.
So
that thing is
be,
immune.
it'd be 2 bugbears. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
So,
See, I'm playing by the rules.
You're
Kind
playing
of.
by the rules.
Is anything else
I
happening?
never said you weren't playing by the rules.
I know,
It's
you're
just
just
that
trying
if-
to make it a little bit
It's
more
like
difficult
if
for
I
us.
notice a spell's being used as a cheat
Yeah.
code, I gotta try and twist it somehow.
Say,
Well,
is
most
anything
of the
else
spells I'm
happening with my
selecting are
axe,
cheat
or
codes.
is it like
What?
being possessed and going around slashing, or is my axe?
Your axe
interfere with
has
his spell?
your axe has random interferences it can do with
Okay,
him or with you.
It didn't have any
Spend about
physical
15, 20 minutes with
attack.
you about
That's
that?
what I'm asking.
It's just
Yeah.
it.
Can we go back to Ivy now?
Let us finish our encounter.
It's important for him to know this too.
Okay, so
Basically,
it's-
what happened?
it didn't
you're-
have any physical repercussions. All
No.
it did was fuck with your spell
Yes,
because it was within range of the spell that caused the haunted axe in the first place.
precisely. So
There-
it didn't tweak anything. It just kind of
Altered it?
the curse felt corrupted by what I was doing, but it didn't actually do anything except change the color of the spell.
Fair enough.
And cause a wild magic surge.
That too.
It just didn't happen to do much with the wild magic surge.
Yeah.
Turn into a sheep.
That could have been wildly
This is
different.
bad.
That's
I'm just waiting to turn it
I
into
think
chicken.
I'm
First
gonna
time
turn
you
you
did wild
into an
magic
existential
surge.
goose. For 1 hour.
Oh shit!
No, you have to make sure Logan shows you the existential goose post before he goes.
I did.
No,
No,
I'm
you showed
saying
it
you
to me.
need to show it to
Talking
her.
to
I
Ivy.
did.
Her. You did show it to her?
Do you?
No.
Existential goose.
Okay.
Okay,
Anywho.
anyways, yes, the 2
I'll show it to
bugbears
you.
close.
2 bugbears closest to you. One is at the bottom of the chasm, and the other is at the top.
Okay. Where's the other one?
The other one is at the very bottom of the chasm, directly across from the first one you have.
Okay, where's the doppelganger?
Doppelganger is at the top by the first one that you control.
Okay, and I presume they're understanding that they're at very least allies for right now.
There's a silent understanding between the 2 of them that they are no longer of their own will. The best way to describe it would be like 2 battle droids suddenly brought online. Does that make sense?
But since there's I didn't command them already.
You haven't commanded them,
Yeah, so they still think they're
but the two
allies.
of them are together. and they have a silent mental understanding that they will do whatever you say, even though they have not seen you.
No,
yet.
you said one was at the top and one was at the bottom. I'm talking about the one at the top along with the doppelganger.
Oh yeah, no, there's nothing changed between the two of them.
Sweet.
Another question, real quick. Haunted Axe. It says I have disadvantage on all rolls.
Against acolytes and
Bugbears.
bugbears, yeah.
If I'm not attacking with the axe.
It's not gonna affect anything.
Okay. So
It's just if you're using the axe.
if I'm using the axe, I have the disadvantage. But if
Yes.
I'm using something else, I don't have disadvantage. Okay.
And if he uses charm, there's fucky stuff that happens.
As long as you're within range. Can we, at the very
Do you want
least...
me to define the range?
Yes.
20 feet.
Okay.
I'll define
Technically,
the
it
range
was
as
25 feet behind, but anyways, from this point
I'm,
on.
I'm gonna say you were all clustered together.
From this
and
point
then
on,
you swim out.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, now you're good. But
Okay.
so there you
Write that down.
there
by the way.
yeah interferes with charm spells or interferes with charm person within 20 feet. And I'm not gonna say it's just you. It'll be anyone who casts it. But I think you're the only
anyone
one.
else is capable of
I
casting it.
also think you're the only one capable of falling prey to wild magic surge.
Yes.
I mean, I can pull it on other players for funsies, but it's
Funsies.
I have
I
to
think there should be some alcoholic content.
I
with
have
that.
I have to narratively justify it. I can be like, hey Jerry, you sneezed.
Yeah.
Wild magic surge. Like I can be a dick about it.
I'm good.
That'd be a fun game. Like IRL every time you sneeze.
Ah.
you're sitting there going, no.
Well, I know a few tricks to make sure I don't sneeze.
Be funny though. Yeah, then see your face every time you start to sneeze.
So, no, I'm saying, like, as far as, unless you specifically with pepper, I wouldn't sneeze.
We'll play.
Okay, so
Back to our combat encounter.
Yeah, anyways, the bugbear, whose turn is it?
It would be his.
Yeah, I believe Nagol would be right behind. Yep. No, he's good.
Oh,
All right. So what are we working with here then? Bugbear up top.
2 charm bugbears. And
bugbear up top and a doppelganger.
Okay.
Bugbear down below under my control, and bugbear not under my control at the bottom. Don't touch the doppelganger.
Okay.
Nah! You can touch the doppelganger.
Is there
trying to
anything
think.
else in this room?
How high is this cliff?
Give me
I think you said
one.
20 feet.
Said, how high is the cliff? 20 feet drop.
Is there anything else in the room?
Uh,
Like a secret passage or anything?
Okay.
Because we rolled a high 20.
yeah, I know.
Wait, what are the stats for the bugbears and the...
Secret tunnel.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's
Sorry.
pretty good.
Through the mountain.
secret.
Okay. So
Bugbear is 16 armor class, 27 hit points.
Oh, we have to write this down. How many?
16,
it's 2 of
27.
them, and then what about the doppelganger? So at the top of the cliff, there's the doppelganger and the bugbear,
Yes, one of which is under... Or the bugbear at the top of the cliff is under my control.
and then the one at the bottom of the cliff is also under your control.
One of them, yes.
No, there's 2 down there.
Yes.
So there's 3 bugbears
Sorry.
and 1 doppelganger in total.
Correct.
Let me choose one. Can I please look at your notes? Because I don't understand his notes, and I've been taking notes like you.
Okay, so...
I
Top
don't
the
need
cliff.
it. Please don't. I just want to read it.
Okay. What was your role specifically? Well, what was Aragon's role? For perception.
25.
20, okay. Aragon, and since Aragon can sense it, I'll just go ahead and say Emily. The two
No,
of
wait.
you...
I was wrong, 19. Sorry.
That's still no. The 2 of you can sense an item of power at the bottom of the chasm that where it's positioned in your senses, it's under a pile of rubble. So you know there's some item of power there. It's an item of power. It's not an enemy.
Well, I know that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was just making sure you knew.
Okay.
She asked if there was anything else in there. Yes, there's that.
Okay, Nagol's turn.
We never got the stat for the doppelganger.
Oh, right.
Y'all interrupted me. Doppelganger has
Interesting.
Shut up.
What does it take to defeat you?
14 armor class, 52 hit points.
Alright.
That's why we opted to charm.
Yeah, and then that didn't pan out because.
Yeah, but you guys were able to trick him into making.
Oh yeah, he turned into an ant.
Well, it was because
Or some kind of bug.
Well, it was because you tricked him because the bugbear fell for it, and he had great respect for the bugbear, so he's like, well, okay, this is obviously a person.
Alright.
You give me unlimited cosmic power, I will manipulate it.
That's why I'm starting to let the cosmic power fight back a little bit.
How bad would a 20-foot fall hurt a bugbear if he was
1d6 per 10 feet,
So 2d6.
so 2d6.
Okay.
I found out that's fall damage. It's
Why are you
1d6
asking about the
per-
bugbear?
Because I kind of want to just have Maxwell just kind of charge him and try to push him off the cliff.
That's
Not the bugbear.
That's the one he owns.
Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yeah.
I mean, that's up to you. Then the bugbear's up there all by his lonesome.
I mean, he's still ready for commands, but
And we're at the bottom of the cavern.
Well, we're at the bottom.
Yeah,
I
there's
thought we
a.
were up top.
No, we're at the bottom.
Oh shit! Well, that changes
No.
things.
you guys are up top in the river.
Oh!
Yeah, that's why you were still in range for Nagol's axe to interfere.
Okay.
Well, if I don't want to fuck with the doppelganger and the bugbear's under your control, what?
I mean, you can fuck with the doppelganger.
I'm waiting for now that Jerry knows about the range thing, just for him to always make like Nagol, take 20 steps back.
Well, that's just until we actually manage to cure the curse.
Well, at that point, then
I
I guess
know
I'm
this.
just gonna have. I'm just gonna have Maxwell go ahead and do a bite.
This is the last time I got to deal with it, anyways.
I'll have Maxwell do.